Welcome to my house, not allowed to go out. Miss my friends, there's no doubt. Carol Baskin killed her spouse. Sort of rhymes, doesn't it? WWE quickly delete a John Cena promo from their social media. An NXT Superstar potentially teases a WrestleMania appearance. And we have an update on potential upcoming WWE TV tapings. We'll get to it in a bit. But before we get to that, we are now mere hours away from the first night of WrestleMania 36. That's right, it's too big for one night, and it's also too big for just 16 matches. So toss in another 2, Vinny. That's exactly what he's done. In the past hour or so on WWE's social media, they have announced 2 new matches. Don't worry too much, they're just 2 pre-show matches. One for Saturday, one for Sunday. They haven't actually announced which is going where, but if it's in the order that they've put online on the tweet, then it's going to be this next one coming tonight, and then the other one coming Sunday. So tonight's, I think, is going to be Drew Gulak versus Cesaro. You've got to believe that is going to be a technical masterclass. That should be absolutely fantastic, right? And there's a storyline reason for it happening. Obviously, both of these guys have been involved in the IC title scene. Later in the night, Daniel Bryan, Gulak's mate, challenging Sami Zayn, Cesaro's mate, for the IC Championship. So that's all good stuff. That makes a lot of sense, and that should just be a great kickoff show match. I'm sure you'll agree. Sunday, if it is Sunday, we can't necessarily say the same. It's Liv Morgan versus Natalya. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, but there's not really much storyline reason for this to be taking place. Obviously, both women were involved in the Elimination Chamber match, but this is essentially just a match that's happening to fill some time, it seems. It'll be an alright match, I'm sure, but nothing to get excited about at all there. And there you go. There are a few changes to the WrestleMania card. In case you've not seen SmackDown yet, a few changes taking place last night. The most notable is, of course, Braun Strowman being formally announced as Roman Reigns' replacement in the match with Goldberg, which is, we all expected it. It's been made official now. They dealt with it very unusually on SmackDown. They just popped up a new updated match graphic with Braun's face instead of Roman's face. And they're like, and now it's Braun Strowman versus Goldberg for the title. And that was it. There's no storyline reason for it happening. Again, very, very difficult to get excited about. I guess WWE were put in a kind of difficult position because they couldn't go, hey, it would be really, really bad if Roman works and then gets poorly. That could be really, really serious. Because then that's admitting that they're maybe putting their superstars at risk just by being there. So they haven't given a kayfabe or a shoot reason for Roman being pulled. We all know the reason, of course we do. But there you go, that's your match. Will it main event? I really hope not. In my mind, the 2 main events should be Shayna versus Becky, night 1, and then Drew versus Lesnar night 2, I think. Yeah, there's one more change taking place last night. It's really just a confirmation. John Cena accepting Bray Wyatt's challenge to the Firefly Funhouse match, which I'm really, really excited. John Cena was great last night. We're about to talk about him a bit more in a second. But John Cena was tremendous last night. Really, really hyped for this match. And simply because I don't know what to expect. None of us do. What is a Firefly Funhouse match? Who knows? It's probably going to be a cinematic bloody marvel. So fingers crossed that's great. Once again, I will be live reacting to the show tonight. www.youtube.com/cultaholic/live. Go and set a reminder right now, or after you've watched the video, whatever, and tune in there. And then later in the week, we'll also have the edited reactions with all 5 of us lovely Cultaholic boys. Speaking of Johnny Winks, a little bit of controversy taking place as WWE deleted very, very quickly from their social media channels what is being described as a shoot promo. Fortunately, somebody ripped it before it was taken down. And I'm going to read what was said by John now. He's being interviewed at ringside, and he says, talking about the match at WrestleMania with Bray, "I'm not paying it too much attention. I know the Fiend operates off of fear, but also I know that the Fiend is Bray Wyatt, is Husky Harris, is a guy in a mask. I'm not afraid of the Fiend, and I'm not afraid to say that I'm not afraid of the Fiend. He's been able to manipulate his way through the WWE universe and establish a panic by getting people to panic. Panic equals fear, and fear equals our collapse." So, this is sort of following on from the promo on SmackDown, but maybe in WWE's eyes taking it one step too far. I mean, this was very quickly deleted. It lasted 10 minutes while it was online before it was gone. He continued though. He wasn't finished with Bray. Bray is going to get his beep handed to him. Arse, I can say arse. I'm in no mood to play around, and honestly, I'm kind of fed up with the situations and people who think they're entitled to get chance after chance after chance to succeed. I'm sick of hearing a certain group of WWE superstars walk around and say, I deserve this or I deserve that. Maybe Bray is the first name on that list. I don't know. I was going to sit back and let my future play its course, but the right person issued the right challenge at the right time. I don't feel bad about what's going to happen. Healing it up. Really healing it up. Who's the group of WWE superstars, John? Tell us. Tweet it out. Forget all your positive bollocks. Your stupid shareable tweets. Let us know which group Bray is heading up there. So, it's an interesting promo, that's for sure. As I say, it follows on from the stuff he was saying on SmackDown, but it does feel a little bit shootish. I mean, I don't actually think he's shooting on a group of WWE superstars. I think he's just gone with something that he knows is going to be a little bit controversial, get a bit of attention on the match, hype the match even more, and it's certainly done that. But WWE it's one of two things, right? They've either put the wrong promo out, because this one was deleted, and then within half an hour, a new one went up. So they obviously had one pre-filmed. Everything's pre-filmed now. They obviously had one pre-filmed, or they've done this, so us guys, us as news websites, start reporting on it to gain additional hype for the match at WrestleMania. If so, genius marketing, because everybody's talking about this right now. A really interesting promo, really excited for the match, and this heelish John Cena, I think is so good. So good, and he's making me, I never wanted to see, or at this point in his career anyway, I didn't think I wanted to see a proper John Cena heel turn, but hey, maybe it is the time to do it, because this edge to him just makes him so compelling to watch, so captivating. Last night was great. If you haven't watched it, go and watch the promo right now. Next up, an NXT superstar has potentially teased a WrestleMania 36 appearance. Dominik Dijakovic, of all people, taking to Twitter with two simple words, 2 days, and then a very zoomed, cropped image of the WrestleMania 36 logo there. This has led to lots of speculation that he's going to be involved somewhere on the show. Now, obviously, he was meant to be at TakeOver. Lots of people were meant to be at TakeOver. That didn't happen. Instead, he had the North American Triple Threat title match on this week's NXT, which he failed. And so, could he be at WrestleMania 36? I've been racking my brains trying to think where he would fit in on the card. And there are two options, I think. One, some 24/7 title BS. I don't think that's where they're going to put Dominik. If he is there, maybe, just maybe, he'll be involved in the SmackDown Tag Team Title Triple Threat Ladder match. So, there's reports that Miz didn't compete at WrestleMania. So, we don't actually know what's going to happen. Some reports are saying that it's Morrison versus one of the Usos. Who knows? Some are saying Morrison is going to do it on his own. But there is potential that WWE might go, hey, Dom, he's kicking about. Get him in here and have him replace The Miz. Now, I know what you're thinking, and I thought the same thing. Hey, there's no link between John Morrison and Dominik Dijakovic. But also, there's no link between Angel Garza and Austin Theory. And he's involved in the Raw Tag Team title match. Two bizarre matches could be about to take place on our screens very, very shortly. I love Dominik Dijakovic. I wouldn't be against him having a WrestleMania match or anything like that. It's just, obviously, there's no storyline reason for it happening. And I think if it does happen, it'll be a case of John Morrison getting on the mic saying, hey, you thought I was going to come alone? No, I've got backup. And out comes Dominik Dijakovic to a huge pop, I imagine. Oh, the crowd will love that. That's for sure. Stay tuned. We don't even know which night that match is going to be on. I believe it's going to be Sunday. That's what I've read, but WWE still haven't released a full card. I guess we'll know during the pre-show, which starts tonight at 11 p.m. BST. They will announce tonight's matches, and then by process of elimination, we'll know tomorrow's card as well. Something to look forward to, eh? And finally, just a quick update on WWE's upcoming TV schedule, which is obviously very up in the air at the moment, given the current situation. We do know that WWE have taped everything up to and including this week's NXT, this Wednesday's NXT. So they've got WrestleMania, obviously, they've got the Raw After Mania taped, and they've got NXT. They don't have SmackDown taped. WrestleVotes provided an update earlier in the week, saying rumours around the performance Center last week were that if the state of Florida issued a stay-home order, which happened, of course, WWE would reconsider taking a break post-Mania. I've been told if they are pausing for a while, some footage shot won't be aired. It's to be decided at this point. So we've got a little bit of an update on that. Because WWE currently aren't able to film any TV shows because of that stay-at-home order, it's been noted by Ringside News that there is an exception that WWE may be able to be a part of, essentially, saying all news crews have been allowed to continue to film their respective shows, so WWE may be given the same treatment by the appropriate authorities. We just don't know yet. We have no idea. WWE could try and find somewhere else in the country to film SmackDown and Raw and everything else that's coming up. We know AEW have a lot of footage in the can. They're ready to go. They got weeks and weeks of TV, so they were very, very clever about this. WWE, it's not believed that they're not in the same position, essentially. However, if they were to try and find somewhere new, you've got to believe that that would be an absolute logistical nightmare to try and get that happening. Personally, do I think they should be continuing to film? No, not at all. This isn't essential programming at all. Like the news is something that people sort of need, isn't it? It's not wrestling. Like I think for the safety of the wrestlers and the WWE personnel, everyone involved, people should be staying at home. We're not gonna go too mad without a few weeks, few months maybe of wrestling. It's not the biggest deal. Obviously they want to continue. They've got TV deals in place, and it must be an absolute nightmare for them. But I don't know. I just don't think it should happen. I think a break wouldn't be a bad thing for a multitude of reasons, not just because of the pandemic, but also because, hey, we've been calling for wrestlers to have like a period of time off for many years now. I think it's sensible. It allows them to rest up, recoup, both physically and mentally. I think that's probably the right thing to do. But we will keep you updated, of course. One last reminder, WrestleMania 36, it's at the time of recording, it's less than 5 hours away. So go and set a reminder right now. Tune into the live reactions. It's youtube.com/cultaholic/live. Once again, as well, thank you so much for supporting us over the past few weeks. It's been pretty tough. A lot of people certainly have it more tough than we do. But thank you for sticking with us, watching our content, tuning into the additional live streams that we've been doing. Just hope you've enjoyed everything. Love you guys. Thank you for your support. I'll hopefully see as many of you as possible tonight. If not, enjoy WrestleMania 36. It's going to be memorable, if nothing else.